Right now, a hacker somewhere is quietly listening to your phone conversations without you ever knowing. They hear what you say, who you speak to, and can even pinpoint where you are. The most disturbing part? Your phone was compromised without installing anything. No virus. No malicious app. This is SS7, and it's far more dangerous than most people realize. Understanding SS7 weaknesses is critical because this threat affects everyone with a mobile phone. The risks are massive. From private conversations being exposed, to financial fraud, identity theft, unauthorized access to sensitive data, and real-time tracking of your movements. Stay with me as we break down how SS7 attacks really work, and what you can do to protect yourself. SS7 is one of the most dangerous vulnerabilities ever uncovered in mobile communication systems. It's a weakness that has existed quietly for decades, posing a constant threat to privacy and security. Attackers exploit SS7 to secretly access your calls, text messages, and live location data. They can observe your activity without triggering any warning signs. And here's the uncomfortable truth. SS7 is still not fully fixed, not properly secured, and often ignored by many telecom providers. SS7, also known as Signaling System Number 7, was created in the 1970s to manage call setup, routing, and billing between telecom networks. At the time, it was groundbreaking technology. But in the early 2000s, researchers discovered serious security flaws. The revelation sent shockwaves through the telecom industry. Despite early concern, many of these issues remain unresolved today. Numerous providers failed to implement strong protections. High-profile incidents involving politicians and celebrities exposed how severe SS7 abuse can be. These cases proved just how exposed mobile users really are. In this video, I'll reveal how SS7 attacks actually work. Explained in simple terms. The real tools attackers rely on. The techniques they use to infiltrate communications. And the steps you must take to defend yourself. From basic precautions to advanced awareness, we'll cover everything. Welcome to the channel where you learn how attackers think, move, and operate, so you can stay ahead of them. Let's begin. Stay alert. Understanding and exploiting SS7. SS7 stands for Signaling System Number 7. It's a protocol designed decades ago to allow telecom networks to communicate. Back then, security wasn't a concern. Trust was assumed. Today, that trust is abused to launch silent and highly effective attacks. SS7 was never built for a world filled with cybercrime. Yet it's still used by nearly every mobile carrier on the planet. Despite its flaws, SS7 remains a core component of global mobile communication. How SS7 is exploited. Once an attacker gains access to an SS7 gateway, through a compromised telecom provider, leaked credentials, or insider cooperation, they can intercept messages, listen to calls, and track your location in real time. Here's the shocking reality. They don't need access to your phone. They only need your phone number. Let that sink in. Just your number, and your privacy is at risk. In many cases, attackers bribe or pressure insiders to access SS7 infrastructure. There have been real incidents where SS7 was used to monitor high-profile targets and intercept their communications. These attacks are not science fiction. They are happening right now. Tools hackers use. Attackers rely on real-world tools. One example is SS7 Map, a testing utility used to probe SS7 network weaknesses. It allows the sending and receiving of SS7 messages, making interception possible. Another is Wireshark, widely used for network analysis. It captures signaling traffic and helps identify vulnerabilities. There's also Exploit, a complete SS7 exploitation framework. It bundles multiple attack capabilities into a single toolkit. OpenSS7, an open-source signaling stack, enables interaction with SS7 networks and protocols. And when combined with Kali Linux and IMSI catching techniques, attackers can identify and track nearby SIM cards. Many of these tools are publicly available. Some are open source. That accessibility makes them powerful and dangerous. Anyone with sufficient knowledge can misuse them. The barrier to entry has never been lower. While these tools have legitimate security testing purposes, their misuse raises serious ethical concerns. It's a double-edged sword. Real-world scenarios. In 2017, attackers in Germany successfully intercepted SMS-based authentication codes, allowing them to bypass bank security systems and quietly drain money from real user accounts. Victims never clicked a malicious link. They never installed malware. Their phones looked completely normal, yet their accounts were compromised. In other documented cases, intelligence agencies and advanced threat actors exploited SS7 vulnerabilities to secretly monitor journalists, activists, political dissidents, and high-value targets across multiple countries. Phone calls were tracked. Messages were redirected. Locations were exposed, all without physical access to the device. This goes far beyond typical cybercrime or financial fraud. This is covert surveillance, operating silently at the telecom infrastructure level, completely invisible to the end user. It's surveillance at a global scale. Where borders don't matter, encryption can be bypassed, and trust in mobile networks is exploited. And the most disturbing part? Every mobile device is a potential target. Not just politicians or journalists, but ordinary users relying on their phones for banking, authentication, private conversations, and daily life. The impact on society, personal privacy, and trust in communication systems is enormous. When the network itself becomes the attacker, there is no notification, no warning, and no easy way to know you've been compromised. How to protect yourself from SS7 attacks. So how do you defend against something you can't see? It may feel overwhelming, but there are practical steps you can take. First, stop relying on SMS for two-factor authentication. SMS can be intercepted. Switch to app-based authenticators like Google Authenticator or Authy. Second, use encrypted calling and messaging apps such as Signal. Encryption ensures intercepted data remains unreadable. Third, enable airplane mode when not actively using your phone, especially in sensitive environments. Fourth, use a VPN to reduce tracking and add an extra privacy layer. And fifth, be careful with your phone number. Don't share it unnecessarily. Your number is a gateway attackers love. Remember this clearly. You cannot fix SS7 yourself. Only telecom providers can. Your role is to reduce exposure and encrypt everything. Stay aware. Stay cautious. Keep updating your security habits. Final thoughts. SS7 reminds us of an uncomfortable truth. No matter how advanced your smartphone is, it's only as secure as the network behind it. And that network was designed long before modern threats existed. Stay informed. Stay encrypted. Stay vigilant. If this video helped you understand mobile security risks, like, subscribe, and share it. Because the next time someone says, "I have nothing to hide," a hacker might already be listening. Stay proactive. Thanks for watching.